Custom assets are an extension to the Unity ScriptableObject classes to provide containers for logic and data isolated from the interactive I/O elements of the game. So, what are the benefits? I'll be showing the refactoring of the GameObject into custom asset managers later in the presentation. By keeping all the data used by multiple components in individual custom assets, changes in interactions are limited to loaded managers. This makes components and multi-component testing extremely simple. Changes in data custom assets raise events. These can be used to communicate between manager as well as driving visual changes. By setting a custom asset as persistent, it can be used to keep data between runs, such as the player level or location on the map. Custom assets can be made to change GameObject components directly using custom asset drivers. When the component does not expose the needed public variable, use one of the provided connectors. There are drivers for triggers and all basic data forms from integer to string. There are named versions for animator components. Now we will refactor a real game manager for a 2D game. The original code is on the left, while we will build up the custom asset managers on the right. Because a custom asset exists on disk as part of the project, we need to create a concrete form. We could have more than one for multiplayer games. We load up all the data custom assets in the inspector. All of these are mutable assets that change during the course of the game. These two are sent with the GameObject connector monobehavior. Add it to the relevant GameObject by selecting it and using the menu option Component Custom Asset GameObject Connector. Initialize is called for a custom asset on the first fixed update after the asset is enabled. Called every time health changes. Not that frequently in the scheme of things. In this game, the player goes back to the last checkpoint if they have lives left. The scene manager shown below interfaces the scene to the Unity management. The custom assets are filled with the GameObject containing the custom asset connector. The scene manager would normally be in a separate file. Action triggered when the scene changes. That connects Unity to change the display. This could be a string if you were to change scenes by name, my preferred option. Move to next level can be replaced by level.value plus equals 1. Add coin is replaced by coin.value plus equals 1. OnLive changed and onCoin changed are replaced by lives.subscribe and coins.subscribe. Now we can delete the original GameManager.cs and write a few tests, of course.